are back in the saddle. The day vibrates on a 2. The moon is waning crescent in Virgo, and the planets have been putting in that work. Let's talk about it. Attention, star seeds. Attention, light workers. Attention, root workers. Attention, conjure doctors. Attention, nature-based faith practitioners. Attention, spiritualists. Attention, diviners. Attention, prophets. Attention, the spiritually eclectic. Attention for those seeking the road less traveled. This is time-sensitive cosmic information, so you might want to catch this. This is time-sensitive cosmic information that you can use in your prayers, manifestations, and other spirit works. Beam up now via this video or the audio link in this video's description box to get this on the fly esoteric wisdom. Beaming up now. Ashe emojibatu Olodumare Bobo Egungun Ara Orun Bobo Orisha for another day to bask in the goodness of Onile's sacred earth. Every day given is very special, and here are a few details, cosmic details, pertaining to how. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your early rising or your evening settling mystic forecast. Love and light, everybody. First, I'd like to give honor to your Ori, the spirit of your consciousness, your ancestors and spirit guides for leading you here tonight. It sure feels good to be back in the saddle. I miss you guys. It is 29 minutes past your 9 o'clock hour Central Standard Time on your 29th day of January 2024. I love how the numbers and the quasars just keep adding up without us trying. I am iiiYansaje Muse, the Black Madonna of the airwaves, bringing you your 9 p.m. nightly mystic forecast. I'm broadcasting live from 7 portals. That's my Twitter, so if you aren't already, follow there. I'm also broadcasting live from my YouTube, so make sure that you like, share, and subscribe so that you can be kept abreast on your nightly mystic forecast, as well as other visual aspects of 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio. I am also broadcasting from 3 Facebook pages, iiiYansaje Muse, the 222.9 Facebook page, and my Tuesday only spot, the Peridot Poultice, complete with the matching Instagram, 2229 Tuesdays. And as always, I am cruising the airwaves of 222.9, the Mothership Internet Radio for the road less traveled, winding down your moon day as we shifted into the twos. So I missed you guys. I'm sorry I've been gone for a while, but I had to do some re-irrigating. That Pluto's shift into Aquarius really dropped some serious mojo into my crock pot. So I had to go ahead and mix some of that up real quick. Also, I have more information coming up on Aquarius season, Aquarius readings, and all things Aquarius. So in doing that, make sure you pay attention to my 7 Facebook pages as I'll be pushing the information out. Ashe. Ashe. So we got some nurturing alignment winding down your moon day, first day of the week, 7-day cycle vibrating on the numerology 2. And that numerology 2 means be open to receive, because the receptive force is the energy of the divine feminine. And this is your 6th moon day of winter solstice, the 2nd of the water buckethead season, Aquarians, with the moon tonight waning in the 6th house of Virgo. So put in that emotional work, because putting that emotional work irrigates all your emotions, the good, the bad, and the ugly, where they belong. And if you've been kicking it on the mothership all day today, then you have been listening to the Divine Mothers of Song and R&B music. But when the clock strikes 12 and Yemanja passes that time clock to Ogun, then we shift from moon energy into Mars energy. And the mothership is just an humble servant following suit with the heavens. So that brings you the divine masculine, fathers of song on Tuesdays. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your nightly mystic forecast, or your 6 a.m. mystic forecast if you're catching this in the rising. Ashe. Green vegetations, plant magic, Iba Ogun, Iba Onile, Iba Ochoosi, heart chakra, jazz, voices of the fathers, Mars. Welcome to Tuesdays on the Mothership, 222.9. Beam up. And we're back. So, in case you're just now joining us, I'm iiiYansaje Muse, bringing you your 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. mystic forecast, depending on if you're catching this at night or in the rising. It's January 30th, 2024. This first month of 2024 has already flown by. And we got 3 on 3 energy with 30th adding down to the 3 number, and the daily numerology is a 12-3, and 3 is the number sacred to the Orisha Eshu, the keeper of the crossroad. Now that's coming on Ogun's Tuesday, so you got a double divine masculine energy there. And for those of us that practice Orisha tradition, we already know Eshu and Ogun are boys. Remember that. And what does that mean energetically? Energetically, Eshu is a representation of the energy that opens the doors. Okay? Ogun is the energy of the ones that clear the roads. So on this Tuesday, when emotion drops the E and just leaves motion, you got Eshu opening doors left and right, opening crossroads, tricking your choices, seeing if you're going to choose your ego self over your spirit self. And Ogun is going to open whichever road you choose. And this is the 6th Tuesday of winter solstice. 6 is sacred to Shango. So there's another thick divine masculine energy there on your 2nd Tuesday of Aquarius season. So yes, we got Uranus, which just got out of retrograde, and Saturn at play. The moon on Tuesday night is still waning out of the full moon in Leo, except for it's waning in the 7th house. So there's another 8, Ogun 7 of Libra. So you want to banish imbalances that keep you from taking action. What are those triggers that are behind your procrastination? What keeps you from really getting up and giving everything your all? Is it something that hurt you in the past? Is it some doubt that you have? Is it some fears that you're dealing with? Whatever that energy is, go to Eshu or the spirit of choices and allow yourself to choose something above that, and then allow Ogun to open that new road of balance. Let the universe handle its own justice system, because some of you are feeling some temptations to break the law, and that's why we got some sirens going on in the background. And I get it. When we find ourselves in situations that are harmful to us, that are hurtful to us, sometimes we want to James Brown it and get our own payback and get our own revenge. But I got news for you. The universe knows how to handle somebody's karma a lot better than you can. So why place yourself on the wrong side of universal law? for somebody that's already got it coming? Well, that's not too smart. So allow the universe to handle its own justice system. Patience is the name of the game. We are still in the first decan of Aquarius season, but it is coming up on the last day, as Tuesday is the last day of Aquarius season's first decan. So if you were born between the 20th and the 30th of January, you are 100% Aquarius and there's no cut on your dope. In the Kemetic way of the stars, we are in the season of Moot. Love it. If we are in the season of the 12 figures of African spirituality, we are in the season of the baobab tree. And there's more on other astrology systems when you beam up to the full spectrum, the full orbit on my Pensight link, which I put in that lovely Ogun care package and this video's description box. Hallelujah, we are retrograde energy free. Yes, Aquarius just came out of retrograde on the 28th, so we are retrograde free until April, where Mercury will start busting a moonwalk again. But over the month of February, we got a whole lot of planets that are coming to kick it in the house of Aquarius. So all you Aquarians, get ready to exude your energy like never before, because a lot of planets are going to be moving to your energy, which means a lot of Aquarian people will be looked to for higher guidance. If you were born on January 30th, then happy solar return. May Aloha Mare, the Orishas, the ancestors, and spirit guides in your selected faith bless you with many, many more, filled with Bobo Ire. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to do a little bit of dry snitching on you now, baby. If you were born on January 30th, you are capable of exerting a great deal of influence over those who you come in contact, and you should be careful with using it. Okay. Didn't I just talk about Aquarians and their influence? Anywho, develop your mind to the extent of its capabilities. You are not demonstrative, but you can love with a true and strong passion. Shay. All right, everybody in the other 11 zodiac houses, haterade is not alkaline. So make sure that you give all the Aquarian babies the love they need in your life as you learn about the higher visionary in you, because that's what Aquarian energy comes to do. Teach you about that part of yourself that's visionary, the part that wants to break out of society's norms and all of those kinds of things. And if you want to do that, just spend some time around the Aquarian people in your life. They teach it to you naturally. And if you want to know more about Aquarian energy, then visit house 11 in your natal chart and your placements of Aquarius, your placements of Saturn, and your placements of Uranus. And if you need some help understanding that, well, the mother of the mothership is not just a 20-year radio connoisseur. I'm also a 10-year seasoned professional diviner. People have been coming to me with their stuff since I was 16, but that part's off the record. 7 of those 10 professional years is priestesshood to Oya. So I'm really good at helping you sort out interchanges. Make sure you make the most of that link. I'm going to take a quick break, and when I come back, we're going to get to your nightly tarot draw for the divine masculine. I'm iiiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. Mystic Forecast, or 6 a.m., depending on when you're beaming up. On Radio for the Road Less Travel, 222.9, the Mothership. Beam up. A question on the heart is the spirit's thirst for clarity. A question on the heart is the spirit's thirst for clarity. Readings, consultations, I call them intuitive counseling sessions, but you know what I mean. They're kind of like gumbo or peach cobbler. You may have tried many, but you haven't had mine. I can say I met the divine when I was about 9. Ever since I was 16, I found myself wondering, Do I have an invisible "please come tell me your business" sign taped to my forehead? Then one day I was sitting at the bus stop at a crossroad, and I had the audacity to ask the goddess, why was I even sent to earth? And I became an ethereal, intuitive counselor. And the universe has been answering that question over and over again, one phone call at a time, for the last 9 years. From there, in between sessions, I began to relentlessly apply, align, and study the ways of the stars and of the ancients. 3 years in, Orisha priestesshood to Oya came knocking. Hence the Iya in the name iiYansaje, iiYansa, an Oya praise name. Oya is the Orisha who brings radical transformation and change. Make no mistake about it now, baby. I am no soothsayer. I am no fortune teller. I'm not a private investigator. I don't cast love spells. I'm not an emotional punching bag. I'm not a spiritual trash dump. I am not a haven for jinn spirits. I give guidance with clarity, with wisdom, with love, with truth. I unlock keys to your spiritual growth and your highest destiny according to your unique design. Ready for some evolutionary change? Let's talk. All this spiritual stuff, you need somebody to just make it plain. Are you trying to divinely align? Are you a starseed? Are you too busy building the kingdom, building the queendom to come for all the madness going on in the world today? Methods of emotional healing? Are you taking your first steps down your spiritual path? Want a more practical understanding of the Orisha? Do animals seem to communicate with you? Do you need to sort out some things about love? Do you see numbers? Spiritual science? Need somebody to just make it plain? Does your love for esoteric wisdom coin you a student of life? Do you like wisdom in poetic bars? Are you ready to debunk the spookism behind ancestor veneration? Want to learn how to make medicine? Want to learn about different tools of divination? Tantric spiritual sex secrets? Ways to utilize each and every moon? Do you walk the road less traveled? Are you considered strange by society? Are you discovering your spiritual gifts? Do you want to taste the power of words through incantation? Do you want to get into some unorthodox Bible teachings? Do you dream often? Do you long to explore the secrets of the earth's endless mysteries? Do you study the stars? Do you need tips on building good character? Do you want to know more about how to interpret dreams? Do you love some good literature? Need somebody to just make it plain? Then indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. And indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. And indulge in the art. Indulge in the art. The art of spirituality in iiYansaje Muse's Orbit. iiYansaje Muse's Orbit is a monthly subscription service that features free and exclusive content dedicated to your versatile, well-rounded, deeper understanding of spirituality. It comes from all angles, teaches all kinds of lessons, and it cooks like a gumbo, a whole bunch of different spiritual ingredients and one spiritually flavorful soup. And let that soup feed your soul and enhance your highest spiritual life. It even features an opportunity to have a one-on-one counseling session with yours truly. So, don't get left behind. Get beamed up to the orbit. All proceeds go to 222.9 The Mothership, Mystic Internet Radio. Sign up for the 222.9 The Mothership Internet Radio email list to stay in the exclusive loop of what's going on in the orbit. Ashe. In iiYansaje Muse's Orbit. High-level spiritual wisdom. Fully flavored with no holds barred. All right, so we are back. So, those of you that are listening on the Mothership's airwaves, continue to enjoy the smooth jazz rendition of Deep Waters by Marion Meadows. Those of you that are watching over my Facebooks, YouTube, and Twitter, you are seeing my Kemetic tarot deck. And those of you that are watching from my Instagram are just seeing me in a pretty green scarf talking. But if you're coming across this video, this message is for the divine masculine, okay? And it's in the cards, the angels have given a whole novel. So the divine masculine energy speaks to the star of the Magi, 1 foot on the sea, 1 foot on the earth. One side of the self in the emotions, the other side of the self on solid ground. So if you're seeing this and you're a divine masculine, then you're probably coming out of a major poo storm concerning a woman, concerning your egotistical desires and your needs to be validated by society. And if you're coming across this and you're seeing this, know that because things may seem hard right now, but you made the right decision. And it may feel strange because in making a certain decision to walk away from something that doesn't serve you, but may have served everyone else, it takes a second to get comfortable in your own skin again. That's why you got 1 foot on the sea, 1 foot on the earth, and the girl is in the nude. Because what this means is that congratulations, divine masculines, you are now getting in touch with your feminine, receptive, intuitive self, which is allowing you to flow more behind following your intuition. Now, I asked some questions on what triggered this, and what came about is the Three of Scepters. And I mean, the Three of Scepters, of course, represents magic conductors, energy conductors, tools that one may be using to build their divine purpose. And a lot of the decisions that you made in the past that worked against your intuitive self were for higher gain financially, social status wise, all the way across the board. Well, the spirit is here to tell you that there's no rock star like being God's rock star. And in using this and in following your intuition, your business enterprises will be a lot better than you imagined, because this may have left you financially missing some things, broke. Maybe you had to let some material aspects go. You just remember that there is nothing that can be taken away from you that the universe will not give you back 10 times better when you step out on faith. Ashe? Okay, so card 3 deals with a 9 of Cups, which means that you've got new love coming. But this time, choose your love in terms of your purpose, not from your pain, not from your pleasure, and not from your need for validation from others. Because when you step into your divine masculinity, the only woman who will work for you will be the one that the Most High assigned. So many of you are stepping into preparing yourselves for your divine counterpart. And that is a very good thing. So, this is more of a layout of what's ahead ever since you got in touch with your divine feminine self, tapped into your intuition, listened to your own spirit over what everyone else felt like you should be doing. Then what's coming next is your enterprises will improve, and so will your love life. Ashe, I tell you, ain't no money like God money. So, this last one is the Eight of Scepters, and what this is a symbol of is a warning, because it feels a lot like, the devil doesn't let you walk out of hell without a fight. And with the Eight of Scepters, that's like a whole lot of, this is a sacred geometry formation. But what this represents is that someone or something or some energy from the past concerning money and concerning your divine purpose is going to try to pose another crossroad, going to try to make another deal with you that's going to lead you further away from your divine feminine. Please don't fall for that, because all this is more bait to get you right back into what you had to climb out of from the very beginning. Okay? And so, flipping the deck over, and you got the mistress of the scepter or the Queen of Wands. So basically, the universe is letting you know that your divine feminine is already aligned for you, divine masculines. And the name of the game is patience, because everything that glitters is not gold. And I would suggest that you beef up your prayers and beef up your discernment and knowing the difference between what's blessing and what's bait. So, there's my nightly message for you. Should you need a personal reading, then by all means, book through the link in that lovely Ogun care package that I placed in this video's description box, where you can book your readings via video chat, which I like the best because I like to hear your voice and see your face and all of those things. Or you can get one via email if you're a little shy. I like to write too. I'm iiYansaje Muse, and this is your 9 p.m. or 6 a.m. Mystic Forecast on Radio for the Road Less Traveled, 222.9. Beam up. Love and light star seeds, it's iiYansaje Muse, just bringing you a quick piece of gratitude, should I say. This retrograde energy of 2023, 6 planets doing the moonwalk, really has me doing a lot of reflecting. So I decided to share with you some reviews because 222.9 The Mothership has earned some awards and gotten some magazine recognition. But the thing that's the most rewarding to me is knowing that the mojo done healed somebody and they let me know about it. So I'm going to share these reviews with you, and I'll see you at the end of the video. Ashe. So the reviews are in. Thank you for allowing me this moment to share. And now it's your turn. Beam up to 222.9 The Mothership to enjoy the mystics, the music, and the mojo dedicated to your spiritual healing. And book your personal reading, whichever one you may need, through the link in the comment section so that you can leave your review and I can post another set of these in gratitude. Ashe. And we're back. Thank you for joining me for this evening or this rising's forecast. I certainly hope that you gain some things that will help you align with your divine journey. Tuesday is the turn up day for Scorpios and Aries because that's Mars and Pluto energy. So I hope you turn up because life deserves that. A promise is a promise, you guys. So I promised last year that I was going to keep the 7 Kwanzaa principles year round. Kwanzaa came on Umoja for Tuesday in 2023. So I'm just going to read you a quick thought and a quick question. Umoja. It calls for deeper unity with our ancestral memory, and we embrace change. The more we do, the more we may realize that we are only recovering more of what we already knew. And here's one of the questions of Umoja. And yes, this is my book, Kwanzaa in Orbit, Kwanzaa Beamed Up, that is still available on Amazon, audio, and ebook available on my Pinsite link. So I'm going to do question 3 to align with the daily numerology. Do your thoughts, beliefs, and actions create inner Umoja? Think about it. I'm going to get on out of here because I've got some more mojo to cook up and get out on these airwaves, honey. If you're listening at 9 p.m., 2 minutes outside of 10, then stay tuned for my moon nightly vision of what love looks like, brought to you by the Divine Mothers of Song. If you're listening at 6 a.m., stay tuned for the rising Bimbe to Ogun before we get into your Divine Masculine Tuesday. Either way, just remember, the sky is big enough for us all to be stars. And in the words of George Clinton, free your mind. Your ass will follow. This is 222.9 The Mothership, internet radio for the road less traveled. Beam up. Every day is special. Why not find out mystically how? This is the forecast on your Mystic Music Haven on the airwaves, 222.9, The Mothership. Beam up.